Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today on Living Life on the R5, we get an opportunity to review two firearms that I think probably may have been considered by most of you watching, if you are a Staccato fan, or man, you got a little extra money to spend on an expensive firearm. But it is the Staccato C and the Staccato HDP4. Both of these firearms are 4-inch firearms, and they are, I mean, so close in size, it is ridiculous. I will put up some of the measurements that I did here, but just a quick look at it for you guys. Both are the exact same length. There is a little bit difference in width, not much, but same length, same barrel size. This one is a lot lighter. It does come in an aluminum frame. This is a steel frame. So I think when I weighed these out, the Staccato P4 was a 2.5 pound firearm. This was a 1.9 pound firearm. 26 ounces is what it says on the website, and I think this one was like 30 something. I don't remember. I don't have it in front of me, so I'm sorry. I will look on the smart web, and I'll put it right here for you guys on both. On which, let me hold these right here. I'll put the weights on both right now. Boop boop. But anyway, I thought today might be a good fun day to kind of pin the two, kind of help someone make a decision if they are looking at the two, and help them kind of see the differences, but yet the similarities in both, because at first glance, they very much look similar. And so I don't know if I would be able to make a decision based off of just looking at them. So let's break them down, let's shoot them, and let's talk about what we think about each one. And at the end of it, I hope it helps you make your own mind up on the firearm that maybe best fits your daily life and what you need it for. Stay tuned. Let's go, guys.
There's only one question to answer.
What's that?
You feel lucky? Well, do ya?
That's
I
funny.
did it before.
Oh, back to back. Living life on the R5. All right, guys, I hope you don't mind. Today I'm gonna have to cheat. I am gonna have to use my cell phone on some of this so I can remember it and give you accurate information. Let's run over the Staccato C real quick. The Staccato C is a 9mm firearm. It does come in a compact or full-size grip module. The overall height is 5.4 for the compact, 5.8 for the full-size grip. Comes in stainless, DLC, and threaded with both of those options on the barrel. What I do see on the website a lot is the stainless version like this. The price is about $2,600, $2,599 in this configuration right here. So upcharge everything DLC, barrel wise, threaded, it's going to go up. So it is a 4-inch barrel. You have an aluminum frame. That aluminum frame is made in-house. All of Staccato products, for the most part, are made in-house. The aluminum frame is made out of 1 block of aluminum, and the slide is made out of 1 block of steel. They're married to each other and they travel. A lot of the components are also made in-house. Most of their products are American-made products. I think the only thing they have that is not either made there in-house or sourced from American products are the optics that they sell themselves. So it is a 4.5 pound trigger. 4 to 4.5 is what it says. And it has a 4-inch toolless guide rod. The grip width here is 1.2 inches, 7.6 inches in total length, and 1.45 at its widest point here. Total weight, 26 ounces without magazine, without optic. That's this guy. This is the Staccato HDP4. It does come in 3 different variants on the website. They have one that has the X-serration cuts with the mag well. They have one that's preferred. This is that one. No X-serration cuts here, but it does come with the mag well and the fiber optic sights here in the front. And then they have one that's a lower tier that does not come with the mag well. And I think it comes with all blacked out sights. It does have a 4-inch bull barrel. It does have a 4 to 4.5 pound trigger. Difference is this is a series 80 trigger versus the series 70 trigger in this one. It does have a steel frame, so it does increase the weight from the 26 ounces of the Staccato C to a 32 ounce weight. I think that equates back out to 2.5 pounds. That's what this one weighs versus 1.9 pounds for the other one. Overall dimensions of this guy is 7.6, same. 1.6 width. It is a little wider by 0.15, and it is 5.6 inches in total length, or total height. So it's right in between the compact and the full-size grip of the C standard here. The Staccato C has a grip safety. It has a ambidextrous safety. It has one slide lock lever that is on the left-hand side of the firearm. That would be, if you're a right-hander, something that you can manipulate with your thumb. For me personally, with my grip, I am unable to reach that at all. So I would have to either function it with my support hand as I came up, but I'm a left-handed person, so I would just function it right here like this. I would just run it down with my index finger as I'm bringing my magazine in. That's how I do it. Anyway, before we get too carried away, guys, all of the firearms here are unloaded and cleared. Let me show you. We are not going to deal with anything loaded or ammunition while we are talking about these firearms. We are going to shoot them in just a minute, but for my YouTube guys that are watching this video and evaluating it, just know that everything that we're dealing with here, we're doing it in a safe manner. All right, in a range that belongs to us. No one else here but me and you. That's it, me and you. It does have a green fiber optic front sight and a blacked out rear sight. I will say this gun shoots very well, and picking up this front sight post is very easy with these blacked out rears. Probably my favorite configuration when it comes to that. I was very impressed at how well I'm able to find that and how well it does track when it shoots. So there's this one. It does not come with a mag well here on the bottom. On the Staccato HDP4, all controls are ambidextrous. It has ambidextrous safeties, ambidextrous slide locking levers. They are also extended, so in your grip, if you are a righty, let me show you here. If you're a righty, I can easily reach this one without manipulating my hands, and I can send it forward. So they are extended some. It does have an ambidextrous magazine release button, where the C doesn't. So for those of you 90% of Americans that are right-handed, you're not gonna give two craps. But for those 10% of us that are left-handed, it matters. It matters. But anyway, this gun is also unloaded. I do not know, as far as the optic cut on this guy, it looks kind of small. So if someone could tell me, it looks like maybe the RMR SC version. This is the optic, but this is the RMR HD. And you can see it does stick out a little bit on the HD model right there. So I can imagine on this guy, being that it's a little thinner, there'd be a lot of stick out with that plate. So you probably want to go with a smaller optic, the RMR SC version on this. I can imagine. I don't know for 100%, but let's get to shooting these guys. Before we get to shooting, I do need to thank today's sponsor of our ammo. They have been a long-time supporter of the channel, and that is my wife. For all your ammo needs. Not all your ammo needs, just my ammo needs. I just ask her, I'm like, hey, can we buy ammo? She tells me if we got the money or not. So thank you for today's video. Today we're gonna do most of our shooting around the 15, 20 yard line. Right now, I'm probably around the 18. And so we'll move it back some and shoot. But if y'all wanna see me shoot these at any distance at all, we have some great videos out there that'll show just how far we can take these firearms and just how accurate they are. They're very accurate firearms. We just had the C out at 400 yards, and we've had this HD shooting upside down one-handed at 100 yards plus. And so the bull barrels that they put in these guns, they're top notch. I'm curious today to see if the Series 80 and Series 70 trigger feel much different when we're shooting the two. I know that when you dry fire them, I'll show you in just a second. When you're sitting here dry firing them, you can definitely feel the difference in the two. The Series 70 trigger feels very crisp, has a very defined break and wall, whereas the Series 80 trigger does not. So let's look at this real quick before we get these guys loaded up. So this is the Series 70 trigger grip safety on the rear. Minimal take up right there, very defined wall, 4.5 pound trigger. The break is crisp and the reset is forceful. Not so forceful that it's crazy, but it does push your finger out. And I like that because it kind of makes your finger come back pushes it out so you can shoot a little bit faster, I feel like, versus a very soft reset that you got to find. That one kind of throws you out there. This one is the Series 80 trigger, and it has a lot of, I would say, mush. Like right here, it kind of gets tough, and then I'm still going in. There's not a defined wall that you can really sit on. You think you're right there, and you still mush. Like right there, I'm kind of at a wall, and I'm breaking. The reset itself is very soft. It doesn't really push my finger back out. I've gotten really used to shooting this firearm, so don't think that this the Staccato C is at a disadvantage because it doesn't have an optic on it. Because these iron sights, they're bad to the bone. As I'm loading up magazines, something just dawned on me. We should probably touch on magazine size. On the Staccato C, it comes in a 15 round magazine or a 17 round magazine. I imagine they sell some base plates maybe that extend these out. But you cannot run the 2011, maybe if you have a Staccato P or an XC, that magazine is too wide for the magazine well of the Staccato C. So these are a very slender magazine. So 15, 17 rounds in this standard, you get two. You get two 15 rounds or two 17 rounds. I don't know how you tell them you want one or the other, because when I did the drop down thing, I went on their website to see if I could order it. I could not find where to pick the magazine. So I don't know if it's random choice or what, but I'm sure some of you that have ordered it, you'll know. Just tell me below. On the Staccato HDP4, they come with the Metgar metal mags. They are a Glock magazine fitment, I guess is what you could say. So these are made by Metgar. They come 18 round standard. You get, depending on the package you buy, 2, 3, or 4 magazines with it. And what we have done, one thing I am not a fan of, real quick, let's just jump into one of the cons of this guy. This guy comes standard with this mag well, this flared mag well, which is great. But when you insert the magazine they give you, it is flush fit, be fine for concealment. But if you have a malfunction that requires you to rip this magazine out, there's no way. You're not grabbing this magazine. So several people have gone out and they have purchased a Dawson Precision extension right here, and it does extend it some. You'll see it adds a little bit of length to it there. And so what it looks like in the magazine is this right here. I can grab this, barely, but I can grab it. In a bind, if I needed to rip this guy out, I could get it and pull it out, possibly. Still a little bit slick, a little bit hard to grab a hold of, but it's there. What we have done is we have gone to an extended base plate. There's many different companies that are selling these. I don't know what this one's called. I forgot. It was one of the ones I found that was cheaper. But if you add your extension base plate, you change out the spring and follower, you can get 24 to 25 rounds in it. And it looks like this. Very easy to grab, very easy to manipulate. A lot harder to conceal if that's going to be your game. So just keep that in mind. But if you're going to use it for shooting, man, this is good. This is perfect. I'm going to push this gun out about right here, hold it for you, and that way you can kind of see the muzzle rise maybe of it. I'm going to hold them both the same. I'm going to shoot them both the same, and that way you can kind of see what the weight maybe does differently for each firearm. This is the Staccato C. It is 26 ounces, so 1.9 pounds. Here we go. I'll do 3 rounds in a row. So I do feel something different, and I think what I'm feeling different is the buffer inside this firearm. It does have a let me show you. Hold on. For YouTube purposes, the gun's going to go down and this slide is going to magically come off. All right. But first off, I want to show you something. A lot of you people, who are you calling you people? A lot of people have had a hard time getting the slide off of the HDP4. And man, if you just, there is a tab in here that is part of this right here, the extended slide lock. If you reach your finger in and you push it out, let me show you something. I'm going to just make sure your hole is lined up right about where it would lock. Unlock it, right? And then look, hold on. Unlock it. That's how easy that thing comes out. You saw that? Like, people have a fit getting this thing off, and I have no idea why. I gotta go find it. It just shot off. But if you put your finger in there and you just give it positive pressure, of course you got to line up the holes just right, because if not, it's in a bind. But make sure your holes are lined up on your sliding frame, and then just push it. And dude, it shoots out of there. And now it's filthy. Let me wipe it off. I do not like getting sand in my gun. I'm gonna tell you that right now. What I'm pushing on in there, so this is what you see on the outside of your gun right here, right? What I'm pushing on, this is what you see on the outside of your gun, just like this. Whenever I move the slide back and I line up that hole, what I'm pushing on is this lug right here, this guy. It's on the inside of the slide. You'll feel it. Just put positive pressure, push it out this way, and man, this booger, I mean, you saw it, it flies out. There's nothing magic to it. Anyway, what I think I'm feeling different in my gun is this buffer right here. In the HD, it has this buffer, and it's to mitigate some of the felt recoil in the hand, and it does feel softer, a lot. The next thing on this, guys, a lot of people have had trouble putting the slide back onto the frame, and that's because this the spring wants to kind of sit up. So if you put positive pressure like that and push it back down, just make sure everything's lined up, push it back down like that. And what I normally do is I just hold it down while I put it back onto the firearm. You don't have to hold it upside down like this. But anyway, I just hold it like this on the way in, hold it, and then once I get to a certain point, it's on. YouTube, that was not to show anything except for how to take that gun apart to clean it. We're not modifying it anyway. We're still keeping it in its factory configuration. All right, Staccato C. It tracks super good. HDP4. Shoots well too. I am about to look like a douchebag, and I don't mean to, but honestly, this is the only thing I could find in my vehicle. I was looking for a quarter so we could use a quarter size as a reference dot to sight these guns in and just show how accurate they are. So we're gonna put this penny down right here on this target, outline it with this pin, and we're gonna shoot it. That way everyone kind of has an idea of how big the reference point we're shooting at is. I'm gonna put two. I'm gonna put two, one right here for the Staccato C, and we'll do one over here for the HD. My wife did a video on how to sight in your handgun, and there was a lot of folks. It really surprised us at how many folks use a bench rest to sight in their handguns, and it's just something we've never done. And so I don't know. I mean, I get it. I mean, the limitations of everybody, and you'll probably see in just a minute, I'm gonna look like a douchebag. I'm gonna shoot all over the place, but this is how big the dot is, okay? It's penny size on both sides, right here, HD and C. We're gonna shoot from the 20-yard line, both of these. One sec, there it is. When I look at it, it's showing like 20.1 or 19.9. It's bouncing between the two. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the camera over here, and I'm gonna post you up right here where you can see these two. Right here, let's see here, see if you can see these. All right, this one is the Staccato HD, Staccato C. I'm moving back. Give me just a minute, grab my firearms. Guys, if you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, man, if you do that, that helps us out in a huge way. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. We are 20 yards back. We're shooting the Staccato C first, iron sights. Let's go. Oh, I pulled one. Let me make that shot up. Here we go. All right. 1 second. Make sure that's unloaded right there. Here's the Staccato HDP4. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be a disadvantage for the C, not having a dot. I think it's 8. All right, let's take a look at it. Let me back you out so, well, you can see it here. How about this? How about we just leave you? All right, so my 8 shots here with the Staccato C, let me see. This penny covers up that group, and that penny covers up that group. I mean, that's a pretty dang good group from back there. If you take off this one, I mean, this is totally me. I pulled it like this. I felt it. The HD, man, it's shooting good. So there's a penny on that group right there. So 2 pennies together with that group. I bet I could have done the same with the C. H2 shooting, if I had a dot, maybe. I don't know. I think dots are a cheat code, man. So if you're not a dot shooter, whew, you better jump on board. Okay, 50 yards back. Ooh, I got some barrels in the way there. Ooh. This gun can shoot. This little C with these iron sights is legit. $100 yards, Staccato C. Let's go. HDP4. All right, for all you righties out there, you're probably wondering how well it shoots right-handed. Let's give it a shot and see. You know, I don't know if I've ever shot iron sights off-handed at 100 yards for it. That's definitely different. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know if you're on the fence of the two, but I hope maybe us shooting them, talking about them, and just looking at the differences, maybe it helps you. Guys, I hope that each one of you have a wonderful day.